Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of an April budget recap, but I quickly wanted to show you how my goals went for April, which was not great, but I'll show it to you here right now. Okay, don't mind the dirtiness of this book, but basically in April I gained 39 subscribers, which is great. A little bit less than the month before, but still really good. I also read 10 more books in April. I'm currently up to 36 books. So my April goals, I read 10 books, so that needs to be updated. I did not work out 10 times. I did 9 videos, so I beat that. I did up my water intake. I don't know if I lost weight because I didn't weigh myself. And I did not relax on spending, which you will see in just a minute. Okay, so now let's look at my budget for April and like what happened, what went wrong, what went well, and just show you all the things. Okay, so here it is. As always, I just have our income blocked out in general, but this month, as you'll see, was a way overspend month. Our income was, I don't know, about $476 more than we were anticipating because Ben got some payments from his mom and sister. He still does some personal training with them. And then we had like random rollover from something, like a random $2 something. I don't even know where that's from, to be honest. And then I moved over $1,700 from savings for our taxes, but then we didn't end up having to pay taxes. However, we used some of this money this month, which is whatever. So you'll see like what I did with it. I believe I showed it actually in my May budget, so you can see over there. If you haven't watched it already, I'll link it in the cards and down below. But so that was what we were working with this month. These were all the same, and they'll change a little bit in May. I don't know, I might have made the changes after I filmed the video, but these are just our typical charges. If you've never seen them before, our rent, renter's insurance, Netflix. My gym membership is only $10, but I got charged the like yearly stupid charge that gyms charge you last month. So it was $50 instead of $10. And then we don't pay our car insurance every month. And then our internet. All of our debt was a little bit off. So $400 for my debt. Ben realized that he hadn't been paying his credit card correctly, so he got a bunch of late fees, which he thankfully was able to like push off, which was super annoying. He like had they like didn't tell him that his payment went up, which is annoying, so they just charged him like 3 months of late fees, which was great. But anyway, so we paid like that payment's gonna be up a little bit. Discover was $137, City was that. So I actually had a credit card that we paid off last month, which was a big purchase of that. It was basically all the clothes that I bought for the next couple years. Like all the stuff that I put in my spring clothing haul, I'll put that in the cards as well so you can see that. But I had to pay that off because I put it all on my credit card because I knew I was going to do a lot of returns and I didn't want to mess around with like our house account for that, if that makes sense. So that was one of the big purchases that we had this month that isn't a part of our normal budget. Our car loan was the same. All the rest of these were the same. These are just our student loans and things like that. So we spent $2,099.55 on debt last month, which sucks, but will be a thing until we can pay off our debt. So now you're gonna see where the big issues are. All these red, not great. So we went way over budget on groceries this month, and it's something we've been talking about and trying to figure out. Part of the issue is we tried Green Chef because we thought maybe that would help us spend less on groceries. It really didn't, and Green Chef is insanely expensive. I talked about it in a vlog about why I don't think the Green Chef is really worth it unless like it fits for your family, but it does not fit for ours. Especially if you're eating a vegan diet, it's like the same price as the meat diets. And I'm like, this onion, carrots, and like sauce that you sent us is not worth $22 a meal, you know? $25 a meal. So I did cancel that, but we went, as you can see, our biggest issue is we go to this like little grocery store that's near us when we forget stuff or when we just want random things. So it's like $15 here, $30 here, you know, and that's like where the issues are. But so we went $400 over budget, and $800 is already like a high grocery budget in my opinion. But we're gonna try to figure that out. We didn't spend any money at Costco because I actually technically went at the end of March. So it was in our March budget. Restaurants, we went way over, about $300 over. We had, part of the thing is that we had unexpected people here and we ended up buying their food, which I wasn't anticipating, but they didn't pay, which really wasn't a big deal. It was only like one thing, so that isn't actually a big deal. But the we just like got a lot of food out. I don't know, and this one is me. Ben is definitely more of the grocery guy and I'm more of the restaurant girl, so I'm just as much to blame on our ridiculous food budget. So it is something that we want to pay attention to moving forward and try to figure that out on our end. We went about $100 over on medication. I'm trying to think, oh, because we bought supplements this month, and supplements are like so expensive. It was $210. Otherwise, as you can see, I had a $10 prescription, a $10 prescription, a $35 one, and a $40 one. Those are my like thyroid and LDN prescriptions. They're not covered by insurance fully. So anyway, our household, we were over about $73. Let's see, we bought an air cleaner, which was already over budget. It was about $111 for our bedroom. We bought laundry detergent, this little taco holder, because it like drives us nuts when our tacos fall over. It was like $10 from Amazon. I got a Billy subscription that wasn't supposed to go, and it did anyway, so it was refunded though. I bought stamps, so just like random household stuff. Beauty, we were under. All Ben got was a haircut, so I must not have gotten my nails done in April. I don't know, or I put it on my work card, I'm not sure. Personal spending, we went over by $87. I bought a bralette from Amazon. Oh, I put nails in there. That's why. Nails are supposed to be in beauty, but oh well. I got a shirt from UNC bookstore that was extremely overpriced, but I wanted one. Ben got a PlayStation game, and then we got a Kindle book and my Kindle Unlimited renewed, which I might add my Kindle Unlimited to my work card because I can write that off, so we'll see. I haven't decided. Therapy, I had 4 sessions, so it was $100, right on budget. Doctors, I ended up having 2 doctor appointments that I paid for in April, so it was $50, but so much better now that we have insurance and my doctor's covered by insurance again. We spent $214.75 on utilities last month because we didn't have to pay water. Car, we went over just a little bit. Gas is a little bit higher right now, and we did have to pay for parking. We rarely pay for parking, but we went downtown to meet some of Ben's friends and had to do that. Here is another big one. My beautiful golden retrievers are idiots, okay? So we went $424 over budget on these doggos. We had to get them both their food, which they eat premium food, so it's a little bit more expensive. Finn has like a payment that we pay every month because we're supposed to be paying for his neutering, but he hasn't even been neutered yet, so we gotta do that soon. Finn had to go to the emergency vet because if you didn't see my vlog, he swallowed swallowed a dead bird whole, and they told us to bring him into the emergency vet to induce vomiting, and that was $298.76 just for them to make him puke. But we had no idea why the baby bird died, and I just didn't want to deal with what could happen there. It was a good learning experience because Ben saw that it was dead and he didn't move it. So that was like a $300 mistake that we will never make again. But that's what happens. Dogs aren't cheap. Pets aren't cheap. Cora also had to go to the vet, which we weren't expecting. Oh, and I bought something from Chewy. I don't know what it is, but probably Cora's Cobalaquin. But she is not on here, but she also had a $114 vet visit because she has these like lumps that are getting bigger on her. So we wanted to get those tested, and they came back totally normal. They're just like fatty tumors or fatty lumps or something. So it's nothing that you have to worry about, but it still was $114. And then we went over by almost $200 for miscellaneous. That was some hockey tickets, which was the most expensive part, $20 for lacrosse tickets, and then we went and saw the movies one day. So we spent $3,749.11 on variable expenses, which means we went over budget by about $1,500, which is bad. Moving on, technically this should be read too because I didn't have anything on here about birthdays and holidays, but I sent my friend Michelle a gift, and then Ben's friend Arpit is having a baby with his wife, so we sent them a gift as well. And then taxes, we only ended up having to spend $455, so I put the rest of what we had back into savings, which you'll see in the other budget. And then in June we'll have to pay the rest of our Airbnb payment, but not yet. So we spent $534.04 in random expenses. So in total we spent $8,147.91, and there was $1,250 left over. So I moved that $1,250 to our savings, back in our savings, because we won't have to pay taxes. And if you want to see like what our May budget looks like, because we're hoping that we'll get our tax return, and I think we're going to put that in savings too, just to have a little bit of a savings nest there. I think that would get us up to like $3,000 or something like that. But that's currently what the plan is. So this is what our budget looked like in April. It definitely wasn't a low spend month. I'm hoping that this next month will be a little bit better, but we're just trying, you know, and we're doing the best that we can. We're not attacking debt. Sorry, my nose itches. I keep itching my nose. We're not attacking debt the way that we had hoped we would, but we kind of expected that it would take us a couple of months to get caught up. So I'm hoping that we can get a little bit more money in our savings, and then we can start hitting debt pretty hard. We're also waiting for Ben to consolidate his debt, which is also part of the issue, because he's having issues finding some place to consolidate his debt where he's not paying more than he is currently. And he also has some debt in his business, which sucks because unless he bankrupts his business, we're gonna have to take on that payment. So we'll have another debt payment to add on to stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to have an update on our debt snowball later this month so I can show you guys like what's going on with all that. But I hope you enjoy these types of videos. I always think it's interesting. I like looking at people's budgets, but I feel like I like seeing the recap better because I like seeing like what people actually do. And we're not extremely strict on our budget. I used to be much more strict, and a lot of times I don't even like highlight stuff in red like I did on this budget, but I just did this time so I knew where we're going over. But I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that you're here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.